Alright, well, let's do another market review. So today, going into today, I was still looking at this previous month high SMT to deliver lower, right? We hit into this external range liquidity, so we were expecting a push up into this gap, which we did get yesterday. So from this gap, I wanted to see price. I want to see how price reacted. Due to this previous month high SMT, I was expecting for it to react bearishly, but if it just disregarded it and continued higher, that was the reason to look for higher prices. So going into today, we have that. We have no previous week high, previous week low SMT. So nothing much here. On the 90-minute chart, we only had this previous day low SMT, but that was from yesterday. But this current day, we didn't have any previous day low SMT, and also we invalidated previous day high SMT because all assets closed above previous daily high. Also, we hit into this new week opening gap, and at first we rejected off it, which I thought was, us continuing to look for low prices, but then we just shot up and disregarded it, consolidated up here, and even started pushing higher and inverted this gap. So going into today, I wasn't really too keen on any sells today. I was actually thinking that the market should be going higher because it disregarded the new week opening gap. We invalidated previous day high SMT, and we've been pushing from this previous day low SMT ever since. And if we're looking at the weekly profile, we're expecting this SMT, this daily previous day low SMT, to probably be the low of the week. So yeah, so that was the outlook on the day. We didn't have any previous session low SMT, but we did have a previous 90-minute low SMT. Don't know if we can see it right here, but this basically was like this, while YM was like this. There was a trade opportunity here, and targeting higher. So I took this trade on my funded futures account, and when I got into like $100 profit, I just closed it because that means I passed the eval. So as you can see here, I think I'm $100 on the day, and the balance is at 53,000. So I passed the challenge on that futures prop firm. But then I psyched myself out and I didn't take the trade on FTMO. And honestly, there was no good reason for me not taking on FTMO. I just kind of psyched myself out of the trade because I thought, I was like, oh, we didn't have a previous day low SMT to support price, and anyway, I just didn't like the look of it. But the fact of the matter is, I can't be too rigid with this model because also the main kind of like advantage of this model is your narrative building. So if we looked at our narrative on the 90-minute chart, it says all that we need to know. We had this previous day low SMT from yesterday that shot price up, disrespected this new week opening gap. We invalidated previous day high, and on the 9-minute chart, we were dipping down and tapping into these 90-minute fair value gaps where we can expect a move from IRL back to ERL. So I failed to kind of see that in the moment, and to be honest, I think I just got spooked with this huge aggressive down move, and yeah, I just psyched myself out of taking the trade on my FTMO account, which wasn't right. The trade wouldn't be like an insane winner. I was keeping track of it, and I would have trailed. I would have been already out of the position for about 1.2 R, because would have taken the trade there, would have gone up, closed above that high, trailed stops to this low at first, and then as we closed above this high, trailed stops to this low. So it would have been a 1.2 R winning day today, had I executed flawlessly and had I followed the plan well. So yeah, this is kind of the big takeaway from today. This is kind of my first mistake that I'm talking about. But yeah, because many times, it's easy to get psyched out of something or let your emotions kind of get the better of you. And it's days like this that you kind of realize that you really just have to stay true to the plan you have laid out in front of you. So yeah, so looking back on the day, it was wrong that I didn't take this on my FTMO account as well, because really we had everything telling us we were bullish. The only thing we didn't have was a current day, previous day low SMT, but also we had narrative on our side. Narrative is the most important thing. As long as we have a clear narrative, we can take trades in that narrative's direction. So like I said, price is very bullish, disrespecting the new week opening gap, tapping into fair value gaps and moving high from there. Yeah, so that was it for today. So yeah, moving into tomorrow and the next week, I'm just going to be kind of focusing on executing to the model, to the plan. Also, I think one of the reasons I psyched myself out is that I've been playing a little bit with volume profiles, and I had seen, I think, what was it? I did like a volume profile. I've been seeing like volume profile of these past 5 days. Anyway, I just didn't like, we were up here at the point of control, and we got heavy moves away from it. And I thought that was kind of showing that big market participants are selling the market. So anyway, but still, volume profile is still something that I'm learning. And it's not something that I'm going to be substituting my current model with. This is literally just supposed to be aiding me or giving me an extra little bit of insight. But on my, usual day-to-day things, I just execute as my normal SMT model suggests. And volume profile is just something that I've picked up that I just want to, that I think it can provide an extra edge, but I'm still learning about it, So yeah, so moving forward is I probably not get too focused on volume profile, just focus on what I know really, because that's what has produced the best results. And yeah, that's about it moving forward. So yeah, that concludes this video. See you tomorrow.